show. Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video because today I got a very special little guy. He's a little spooked right now because he's not used to it, but here he is. Oh, and he's scared. Woo! But he's really, really tiny. He's still a baby. He's only 6 weeks old. He's gonna be 7 weeks soon. I just got him today from a local breeder that's near my place, and he's adorable. I can't pick him up right now because he's getting used to his environment, but um, he is a Holland Lop, and this video is actually gonna be a little bit about the different kind of lops that there are and just bunnies in general. I did a lot of research on him before I got him just because you always want to learn about a pet that you're about to get. And this guy is so cute. Look at him. He looks a lot bigger for some reason. You see yourself? And I thought he's just absolutely adorable. The reason I got a boy is because boys are a little easier to handle, I feel, when it comes to bunnies, only because they follow you around, so you don't have to chase after them like you would with a girl. Also for the boys, although boys will spay, they don't have as much of a risk of having problems with their private areas. If like for girls, if you don't I don't know, I don't remember if it's spay or neuter, but if you don't take care of them or get them fixed, they'll actually have like problems later on, and you actually have to breed them for them to be at less a lower risk of having any issues. Um, I do don't definitely want to share with you guys what I've noticed so far. He is Holland Lobs are he's very curious right now, so I'm trying to keep an eye on him. But Holland Lobs are amongst like the most like nicest one, and they're really like bred to be like a kid's pet because they don't bite. They're very, very docile. Like if you ever hear about, I think it's the Netherlands. It's either the Netherlands or the New Zealand's. But if you ever hear about those, I've heard that they can be very, very temperamental, which is an issue that I didn't want to deal with, even though, I mean, this is a very small bunny. The most that she will grow up to is about 4 pounds, which is still a good size, but it's a lot smaller than any of the other bunnies. New Zealand's or Netherlands can grow up only up to 2 to 3 pounds, so they're a lot smaller, which you would think would be even better. But the actual issue with them is they do have problems with like biting and stuff like that. Um, a lot of the people that I've talked to, whether they be trainers or like people who work at like Petco, they've always told me, or as on the pet rescues as well, they've always actually told me that the Hollands are just like the most docile you'll find. Um, they they're called a lot because their ears flop down to the side, and there's a lot of different kinds of lops. They can go anything from the Holland lop to the French lop, which can go to 10 pounds. So that's extremely big. Um, what's adorable about her is like once or him. I've always had female pets, so I'm not used to saying him, so I'm getting used to it right now. But what's adorable about him is that uh he one thing I noticed, he poops a lot. Like the good thing though is he's only actually peed once as far as I know, and it's been in a designated area. He doesn't take up a lot of space at all, obviously, since he's maybe like this big right now, like if you can see my hands. So he's very tiny. I have him. I wasn't able to get him a crate yet, so I have him in a just actually a very the small crates, and that's his temporary home. Don't freak out, guys. That's just his temporary one. Um, Hollands are actually can be also like long haired, I guess you could say, and those the funny thing about it, okay, they can be fuzzy lops, which is about the same size as what he is too, but they're really poofy. Think of like a ball of fur. And then there's like English lops, which they're huge because they can be like 11 pounds to and 20 inches. Um, And then there's the mini lobs, which is actually really funny. Mini lobs are bigger than Holland lobs, guys. So if you guys are looking for a small bunny and you want a lop, go for the Holland because it's gonna be smaller. And trying to make sure he's not going anywhere. One thing that I do want to advise you guys about is if you guys go, my local swap meet actually has bunnies too, but I actually noticed that they were a mixed. So some people will try to sometimes pass a dwarf bunny as a mini bunny mated with a regular size bunny, and that's still gonna be a pretty big one depending on what they mated it with. So you really got to be careful. And this dude is just like everywhere right now. But um, what I really like is his food is very cheap. Bunnies are definitely a low maintenance pet. I've had dogs before. I've had cats before. I'm gonna put it in his crate for now since I'm like making this video. But I've had dogs before, I've had cats before, and by far this, I mean, you don't, he needs a workout, but he doesn't need that much of a workout. He doesn't make any noise, so you can't get noise complaints. I've had noise complaints about cats and dogs before, just because when cats are in heat, they're the most annoying thing ever, guys. I'm sorry, I love dogs and cats, but good gosh, like, and then dogs just bark, obviously, but I love dogs because they're protective. um, no- let's see. What else? Um, the thing about bunnies diets in general is that not unlike dogs, you need more fiber than protein. So they're always get the pellets. I was talking to one of the pet rescue people today, and they were telling me about how there's those bunny foods that look like bird pellets. She always advises against those because apparently the extra like the seeds and everything like that, it's actually junk food for them, and sometimes it can give them diarrhea. And I also actually learned that bunnies are lactose, so don't give them, like, they have these yogurt things at the like the pet place, and like um it can give them diarrhea if they're not used to it. Excuse me. I've also been doing like a lot of research on the bunnies too, so um there's like various websites that'll teach you like um about like what to feed them depending on what kind you have, and like just like how to take care of them. So far the most of the sites have said that you should have at least a 24 by 24 foot cage or inch cage for the bunnies, which is basically 2 feet by 2 feet. And the lady that I got the bunny from, she actually recommended one of the slide out ones, which I actually really liked for my dog too. So I'm gonna look for that for my bunny too. My bunny doesn't have names yet, so uh my boyfriend is thinking liked Liam because of the actor that's in the movie in the movie The Gray. I think that's what he is, but and I don't mind it. I really wanted to name him Momo. I don't know why, but that's just a little bit about bunnies. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to ask. Like, I've researched for such a long time now about this guy. So and I loved it. The thing also, if you guys do get a bunny rabbit, you gotta get it since you do usually have to get it fixed, which means getting it spayed or neutered so that it can't have babies later on. I don't plan on breeding my bunny. He's strictly a pet for me. You gotta do it after he's 4 months old. 4 to 6 months is the cutoff time for a lot of the bunny stuff. So once he reaches 4 to 6 months, um you gotta watch his diet, which means anything before that, just let him eat what he wants. It should be a mixture of hay and pellets, and of course water. After that, you gotta watch his diet, and then at 4 to 6 months, you gotta get him spayed or neutered. Depending on if it's a guy or a girl, you gotta make sure to split up the genders after that time as well. If you guys do have multiple bunnies, and so it just depends on what you have. I do have major allergies right now, but of course it's not because of the bunny. It's just because of the seasons changing. If you do notice though, my room is so much brighter because I added another light in. So I hope you guys like it. My face is extra shiny though because I just washed it. Um, Not much else. Bunnies. Oh, I love this, but I actually learned this from Secret Life of a Bio Nerd. But she also has a loft. I don't know exactly what kind it is, but you can train your bunny to do tricks. You can also bunny train. You can also potty train your bunny so that it goes in a specific spot that you want it to. Um, I'm working on that for him. The funny thing about bunnies is that while they're eating, they'll poo. So it's like their digestive system just works like that. So, um, what I have right now is I took it out for now, but I have this little box, and if you can hear, it has she'll eat her food that I place right outside of the box, and then she'll poo while she's eating. So, and then she pees really little. The thing about the poo is as long as you know that her poo is okay and that she's doing fine, as long as the little pellets that come out are nice and hard and they don't smell at all. The only thing that does smell is their pee, and so that's the only time that you really gotta watch out and clean up. I have a towel underneath her right now, but I am gonna be getting bedding. Um, the lady I recommended, don't get the clay beddings because it can actually cause like problems with their lungs. Make sure to get the like paper-based bedding. That way, since they're constantly gonna be chewing on it, you want it to be safe and useful for them. So if it's paper, they're chewing on paper constantly anyway, so it's gonna be fine for them. And ooh, and at least that way, it'll absorb any pee and everything that it has. Um, I'm definitely gonna do a update on him later on, but for now, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about him. Okay, thanks. I'll see you guys later. Bye.